Welcome back on the beach again. And today we are with Walter Petersen. Can you introduce yourself for us, please?
Yes. Hello, I'm Walter Petersen, and I'm the Chief Communications Officer for DraftFCB.
And DraftFCB is sponsoring the ACT exhibition behind us about climate change.
Yes, this is our third year as a sponsor of Act Responsible. We take it very, very seriously.
Why so? Why did you decide to sponsor ACT? Why was it interesting and important for you?
Well, giving back to the communities in which we operate has always been a business imperative for Draft, and then DraftFCB. We became DraftFCB 3 years ago following a merger with Foot Cone and Belding. And Howard Draft, who is our executive chairman, has long believed that as good corporate citizens we need to help those who cannot help themselves. In the United States we typically will focus on charities that benefit children, for example. When we became more and more acquainted with Act Responsible, we'd seen it for several years, the exhibition, and it was just so much in sync with what we stand for. When Hervé approached us and asked us if we wanted to sponsor it, we said absolutely yes.
So there's no hesitation.
No hesitation. It's more vital than ever, particularly with the current economic crisis that we find ourselves in, and these charitable causes. They need more attention. They need more money than ever, and so we think this year in particular it's especially vital.
And do you think the future of advertising is in being more responsible?
I think so. I mean, if you look at the world in which we live in and all of the issues that we face, the younger generation really has, I think, become a whole lot more sensitive to solving the world's problems. And we in the ad business, being a reflection of the world in which we live, I think that it's very important that we do these sorts of things.
About the exhibition, which campaign or work was, I guess, the best one for you, your favorite one?
Well, that was extremely difficult to pick just one campaign. There are really quite a few very powerful pieces in there. There's nothing in the exhibition that I didn't like. I think that there was actually a campaign, if I can look at my notes, out of Euro about promoting equality, and it shows a Jewish man sitting next to a Buddhist monk sitting next to a Catholic priest, and they're sitting at a piano and they're playing together. And you think about how religion has caused wars going back to the beginning of time, and you see people just sitting there enjoying the simple act of music, and music brings everyone together, and having a good time and respecting each other. Diversity and inclusion, these are two pillars that the DraftFCB company is based on. So that one talked to me. The Worldwide Wildlife Fund, Contrapunto in Spain, had a wonderful thought-provoking ad, probably because I like to scuba dive, but there's as do you, there's an octopus who's been caught in a net, and it's really quite an arresting photo, but also extremely sad and shocking at the same time. And then finally, I should mention one from our office in Hamburg, because benefiting charities that work with children has been something that we've long believed in. I think our campaign out of Hamburg is very, very powerful. It shows these children, and it's a series of we would call them mugshots in the United States, as if they had been arrested, and each one of them has been a victim of some kind of abuse. They've got a black eye or some kind of bruise on their face, and their crime is that they were guilty of spilling a glass of milk, for example. Very arresting photos, and it really brings to light the problem of child abuse.
Thank you. One last question just before we both burn, I guess. What do you think of Cannes this year so far?
Cannes. I think I've been here now about 20 years. I've now come so many times, I don't remember how many times I've been here. It's quieter than usual. I think it's gotten more serious over the years. I think a lot more people are spending time in the seminars. But you're also seeing some really, really great work and across the wide spectrum of our business. And so, and it's always fun to come here and to obviously go out to the parties. And some of my colleagues from France, for example, are making me have croque-monsieurs at 4 in the morning. I barely remember yesterday, but I've been having a good time regardless.
So Cannes is responsible and having fun also. Thank you very much, Wally, for the interview. This is Dyssia on the beach for Live in Cannes.